I sit by myself talking to حاجات تتحس وما تتقالش وإن جيت أطلبها أنا مقدرش.
As we have seen on previous occasions, many times we were able to encounter moments that ultimately could not have a heterosexual explanation, and that is because they themselves have taken it upon themselves to say or do things that really escaped our own ability to give some logical reason to their actions, either due to intentional situations or reactions that appeared to be common among themselves, but not for the public eye. Just like the time the boys were randomly deciding which shared rooms they would have throughout BTS Run episode 70, and Taehyung suddenly started saying that if he walked into a room, he wondered who he would hug when he slept, while his eyes were intentionally diverted towards a shy Jungkook because of the clear hint that Taehyung did not take care to hide, appearing a knowing smile that ended up saying exactly what everyone was thinking, since the insinuations that they introduce even when they least realize it only show how used to it they can be when it comes to flirting, since the fact that a smile will appear on Jungkook's lips just when he looked at Taehyung standing makes it clearer. Well, even the way Jungkook couldn't take his eyes off Taehyung's actions on that pillow already leaves a lot to think about. Just like in November 2022, when Taehyung finished clarifying that he had gone out with Jungkook on an intimate trip and that it had not been for any recording as some fans were claiming, Jungkook entered the room looking tired because he had gone directly after exercising, so Taehyung, seeing him, couldn't help but lick his lips when he saw him so sweaty, while he casually fixed his hair and invited him in, looking him up and down and running his tongue over his lips, until Jungkook himself, he came out to say hello. In another of the many lives, Taehyung said that he had a special guest and called Jungkook to come in front of the camera, while saying honey and covering his mouth conspiratorially. It is not something that can really be overcome if we are certain that Taehyung had not even realized what he had called him until he was aware of the camera in front of them.
오늘 소개해드릴 깜짝 게스트 모셔보겠습니다. 들어오세요. 선글라스 벗고 자식아.
Which is similar to when Jungkook began to bother Taehyung and he, strangely, had the intention of rubbing the palm of his hand on Jungkook as the most common action that both of them have had, not witnessing any discomfort in what Taehyung wanted to achieve. It is a clear example of what I seek to show. Well, just the simple touches that have been given and the way in which they are embarrassed by just feeling the opponent's touch can only indicate to me the way in which they are clearly accustomed to that type of contact. And knowing that they both had the same idea in mind when they realized that at that time, Jungkook had come of age in Korea, was enough to make them both look at each other in that strange way, as if they were saying everything they wanted to each other. They couldn't say it in words, but they made it totally evident. Whether asking with a strange double intention about going riding and looking at each other in that complicit way when affirming, it becomes even clearer to me that Taekook ultimately cannot be just friends, as Jungkook has already said. Well, it's even an insult if we think that Taekook can't be something more, having all these moments in which they clearly left their heterosexuality and took actions that could never be explained. Them holding hands thinking that no one saw them, but then noticing the camera on them and moving away as if the touch would burn, or even taking advantage of the moments in which they were able to surround Taehyung's waist, as if it were the most casual action. It is a fact that no one can take away from me. You don't need to be an expert to know that these intentions were the clearest, and the fact that Taehyung laughed shyly every time Jungkook pretended to want to take off his garment in the soundtrack was even more fascinating to me. And although I am not trying to assume the sexuality of either of them, these are, for me, the moments that have left me thinking the most, as I cannot explain beyond what my eyes can perceive, because their unconscious actions say more than people want to accept, and it is a fact that no one can erase, since it is not the first time, and I am sure that in the future, we will continue to receive this type of actions that demonstrate how unfraternal they can be. Many will know it, and we will continue to trust that their actions demonstrate more than they can say.
could say I feel fine. Cold like 1 or 10 shiny dimes, but one was special edition, yeah, from 1969. And it's weird cause I'm feeling so tilted. Yeah, I feel myself sliding, but I didn't even smoke yet, I'm lifted. Cause I am stuck, I'm addicted. She said I don't wanna look stupid, I said that I don't either. So let's go and get Cupid, give him a tip and a feature. And I feel myself drowning deeply into the ocean, down deep beneath me. Dopamines do not leave me stuck in your eyes, someone complete me. Baby, you make me feel so fucking good. Oh. Your hands on me, your lips kiss me just like they should. Oh. And I can't even lie, I'm mesmerized. Oh. The way you touch gives me a rush. Wish you understood. Oh. Baby, you make me feel so fucking good. So good, baby. Your hands on me, your lips kiss me just like they should. Yeah, just like they should.
You don't need any more.